put this helmet on your head, and you can visit any year you choose. You could even travel into the far future.
Ever thought time was a straight line, neatly stretching from past to present, then the future? Brace yourself. Today we're exploring mind-bending photos that might just toss that theory out the window. Could time travel be real? These intriguing snapshots have had many scratching their heads and considering the impossible. Number 1, time-traveling shoe print. Picture this, a footprint, not just any mark, but one deeply etched into the annals of history, boggling minds and fueling debates. This isn't the mark of an animal or an artifact from a bygone civilization. It's a shoe print, as if someone just stepped out from a time machine into a world 200 million years in the past. A footprint, seemingly modern, preserved in ancient rock. How does that even compute? The questions swirling around this discovery are as profound as they come. Could there have been human-like beings? Or, dare we say, time travelers frolicking with dinosaurs? The very notion seems ripped straight from a sci-fi novel. Time travel aficionados couldn't help but point at this relic and say, "Told you so." To them, this was the ultimate breadcrumb, hinting at visitors from an advanced future timeline. The science buffs, however, pumped the brakes. While the find was undeniably intriguing, they offered some grounded theories. Maybe, just maybe, Mother Nature was playing tricks, crafting an imprint through natural processes that bizarrely mimicked a shoe. Or could this be a more recent footprint that underwent a sped-up fossilization process, effectively pulling a fast one on our geological understanding? Yet, what nudges this discovery from curious to downright baffling is the meticulous stitch pattern along the print's edge. It's hard to brush off as mere coincidence. Such precision doesn't typically come from random erosions or sedimentary play. The debate rages on. Believers firmly plant their flag on the idea that this could be proof of time travel or highly advanced ancient cultures. Skeptics, though, lean towards natural or typical explanations, seeing the print as intriguing but not earth-shattering. This mysterious footprint, ensconced in age-old rock, symbolizes the frontier of our understanding. It embodies the enigmas of history, those tantalizing spaces where the lines of what we know blur into the vast expanse of what we can only imagine. It serves as a gentle reminder that the tapestry of our past might not be as neatly woven as we think. This print, with its contemporary aura amidst prehistoric surroundings, challenges us to reconsider, reimagine, and remain in awe of the riddles time tosses our way. It whispers the enticing possibility that history, often seen as fixed, might just have a few tricks up its sleeve. Number 2, fighter jet in Egyptian hieroglyphs. Imagine walking through the corridors of an ancient Egyptian temple, surrounded by familiar symbols of pharaohs, gods, and daily life. Suddenly, you stumble upon a series of hieroglyphs that look oddly modern. In the Temple of Seti, in Abydos, amidst conventional Egyptian iconography, there are glyphs that seem to uncannily mirror the silhouettes of a helicopter, a submarine, perhaps even a spaceship, and what looks like a fighter jet. Now, isn't that a quirky twist in a setting thousands of years old? Supporters of ancient astronaut theories and those who dabble in time travel lore argue that these glyphs are clear evidence of 20th century machinery, seemingly out of place in this ancient sanctum. To them, these engravings suggest a possibility that ancient Egyptians might have had visitors, either from our future or extraterrestrial realms. Could it be that these visitors gave our ancestors a sneak peek into the advanced technologies of the future, which were then etched in stone for posterity? But let's tap the brakes for a second. Ancient Egyptians, when faced with shifts in power or belief systems, had a knack for plastering over old inscriptions and carving new symbols atop them. This layering of generations of symbols might have unintentionally produced these seemingly out-of-time images. Yet, even with such plausible explanations, the allure of these mysterious glyphs remains undeniable. For many, the intriguing possibility that our ancestors might have been privy to futuristic visions, or perhaps even met extraterrestrial tourists, challenges the linear path we often ascribe to time and development. The Abydos glyphs whisper tales from the annals of history, urging us to question, to ponder, and to embrace the potential mysteries our past might still be concealing. Whether these are just coincidental symbols resulting from overlapped carvings or genuine glimpses of interstellar exchanges, they underscore the enigmatic charm of ancient Egypt, reaffirming our age-old quest to fathom the riddles of time. Number 3, Charlie Chaplin's Time Traveler. Imagine watching a movie from the roaring 20s and in the backdrop you spot someone using a cell phone. Hold on a minute. Let's rewind. In 2010, an unexpected snippet from Charlie Chaplin's 1928 classic, The Circus, began causing a stir on the internet. Not part of the main film, this clip showed the film's grand premiere at the iconic Mann's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. Amidst the glitz and glamour, a lady strolls by, seemingly engrossed in conversation, holding something to her ear. It eerily resembles a smartphone. Mind you, this was a time when even the concept of a mobile phone was pure science fiction. Now, before you jump to any Back to the Future conclusions, the online community was flooded with various explanations. One theory surmised she might be using an avant-garde hearing aid of the era. But wait, a quick dive into the annals of the 1920s medical history paints a different picture. The hearing aids of that era were bulky, far from the sleek device the woman held. But here's the thing about human psychology. Our brains love patterns. We're wired to recognize familiar shapes and objects, even in unfamiliar settings. Paranormal expert Benjamin Radford suggests this might be a case of pareidolia. You see, our modern minds might just be making that old-school object fit into our 21st century understanding. So, was it just our brain playing connect the dots, interpreting the unfamiliar as a cell phone? Yet for those with a flair for the fantastical, this Chaplin time traveler tidbit is an electrifying shred of potential proof. Diving deep into the realm of quantum physics, there's chatter about simultaneous timelines, where yesterday, today, and tomorrow might just be having a tea party together. If there's any weight to these cosmic speculations, could this lady possibly be a brief visitor from a not-so-distant future timeline? Whatever your stance, an optical trick, a quirky misinterpretation, or a tantalizing peek into the enigma of time travel, this Chaplin mystery serves as a riveting point of discussion. The fuzzy black and white clip stands emblematic of humanity's age-old fascination and yearning to decipher the riddles of time and existence. It nudges us to ponder. Are we really chained to a straightforward temporal progression, or are there hidden pathways, perhaps interdimensional shortcuts, lurking in the cosmos, waiting for their moment in the spotlight? Number 4. Andrew Carlson. Imagine turning a mere $800 into a whopping $350 million in just 2 weeks. Sounds like a plot from a sci-fi blockbuster, right? But in the early 2000s, Andrew Carlson became the epicenter of this very narrative. His meteoric rise in the stock market wasn't just exceptional, it was suspiciously flawless. This financial wizardry rang alarm bells at the Securities and Exchange Commission, who smelled a rat. Was it insider trading or a case of unprecedented luck? But when the SEC drilled him for answers, Carlson's response wasn't anything they expected. He claimed to be a time traveler. Now hang on. Before you roll your eyes, Carlson backed up his audacious claim with future predictions. Some of these predictions were generic, but others. They pointed to budding companies and hinted at technological marvels just around the corner. Naysayers had a field day. A savvy trader, some said. Possibly someone with privileged information, others guessed. There were also murmurs that his time travel tale was an imaginative smokescreen, perhaps to divert attention from illicit deeds. However, scratching just beneath the surface revealed unsettling details. Andrew Carlson, the man of the hour, didn't seem to have a before. Records indicated he appeared in 2002, with no past, no traces, nothing. His uncanny foresight wasn't the only thing that raised eyebrows. Here's the cinematic twist. After securing his release on bail, Carlson vanished, poof. No breadcrumbs, no trails, just a void, as though he was swallowed by time itself, further deepening the enigma. Andrew Carlson's narrative isn't just a fleeting headline. It's a testament to our perpetual allure towards the concept of time travel. It sparks the age-old debate. If one could journey through time, how would that knowledge be wielded? While the veracity of Carlson's fantastic tale remains shrouded in mystery, it's become an emblem of our endless curiosity. His story serves as an invitation to challenge the realms of possibility, to entertain the unthinkable, and to remain enthralled by the riddles that time, in its infinite wisdom, conceals. Today's subscriber pick. How about stumbling upon an intriguing photo that not only defies time but also evokes the endless realms of possibilities? A photograph recently making rounds on the internet showcases a man beside what appears to be one of the earliest forms of a bicycle, reminiscent of the swift walker crafted by German inventor Carl von Drais back in 1817. But here's where it gets juicy. The man strikingly resembles none other than Hollywood's Vin Diesel, right down to those iconic facial features. Now, a quick history check would tell you Vin Diesel, or Mark Sinclair, wasn't even a glint in history's eye until his birth in 1967. So, what's the deal? Could Vin have a 19th century doppelganger who happened to love biking? Or has Vin discovered time travel and left us a cheeky Easter egg? Another twist. The first camera came into existence in 1816, so technically the photograph could be genuine. Could this be an incredibly well-crafted hoax, or a slice of history that's been hidden until now? Whatever the answer, this image serves as a delicious appetizer for the curious minds. Perhaps future revelations will shed light on this enigmatic photo. Until then, let your imaginations roam wild. And who knows, maybe in our next video, we'll uncover more such mystifying historical puzzles. So, don't forget to subscribe. Number 5. Swiss watch in a 400-year-old tomb. In a chilly December of 2008, the world paused for a moment of disbelief. Archaeologists, while digging deep into the secrets of a sealed tomb in Shanxi, China, a tomb untouched for over 400 years, made an intriguing find. Nestled among ancient relics was a shiny, modern surprise, a miniature gold watch. Now, here's the kicker. Etched on its back were the words, Swiss. Imagine finding an artifact with a 1940s vibe in a place that whispers tales from the Ming Dynasty. This curious piece, immediately dubbed an out-of-place artifact, shook both scientific and paranormal aficionados. Such artifacts are puzzling pieces of the past that defy our current understanding of history. So how did this 20th century timepiece find its way into an ancient resting place? Cue the theories. Time travel enthusiasts had a field day, interpreting it as a breadcrumb left behind by an errant traveler from the future, a slip-up in their temporal escapades. However, skeptics donned their thinking caps, hypothesizing perhaps the tomb had been reopened and subsequently resealed. But the tomb's pristine condition, showing no evidence of any foul play, made this theory a hard sell. Like many OOParts, this Swiss watch doesn't hand out easy answers. Instead, it throws a spanner in the works of our understanding of time, history, and maybe even the cosmos. Setting aside the exciting allure of time travel, this watch's very existence challenges our perception of technological advancement. Was there, at some point in history, a genius far ahead of their time? Or are these curiosities glimpses into an intricate tapestry of multiple timelines we're just scratching the surface of? While many remain on the edge of their seats for a rational explanation, others revel in the magic and mystery such anomalies bring. This little Swiss watch, resting in its ancient home, serves as a riveting page-turner in our global storybook. It beckons us to ponder, dig deeper, and remain in awe of the unpredictable twists in the narrative of time and civilization. Is our historical record missing some chapters, whether deemed a quirky hiccup in history, a deliberate hoax, or a relic from a time traveler's escapade? This watch underscores one fact. History loves keeping some of its cards close to its chest. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.